Hey girls and boys, Mr. McAndrew with you again. So, I hope you liked the 10 frame flash, right? And I hope you're starting to really understand the idea that numbers have tens and ones, right? And then soon we'll be learning about hundreds, tens and ones. But for now, we're just doing tens and ones. So here, what I would like you to do, I'm going to do the first one with you, okay? Is you want to be in your math packet and it will say Monday practice at the top. It'll look just like this, okay? So if you need to pause the video to take this out, please go ahead and do that now and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so here we have a picture of some 10 frames, okay? And we can see that one of the 10 frames is filled in all the way. Okay, so we call that 110. Okay, so we're going to say that's 110. Even though there's 10 counters or dots, right, filling it up, right? We're going to call those, like, let's say they're let's call them pieces of candy, right? Like we were doing, pieces of candy, and they're in a bag. Okay, so there's 10 pieces of candy in one bag. And we're calling that one bag 110. Which is weird, right? Like 110? Like, is it 1 or is it 10, Mr. McAndrew? Like, what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about one group or one group of 10. Or like one bag of 10 pieces of candy, right? Or one box of 8 slices of pizza. It's kind of like that idea, okay? So we're going to say we have 110, okay, but we still have some left over because they're not all filling up this 10 frame. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 ones, okay? So this is what you would write here, 110 and 8 ones. So here's, actually, I'm going to do it in different colors. Here's our 10, okay, and I'll do this, and I don't know if the yellow is going to show up. I'll try it. Let's make that 8. Yeah, it shows up. Okay, and then these are our ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of candy left over. Okay, the bag is open. They're not in a closed bag. Okay, they're loose. They're loose. So if we have 110, that means we have how many actual? That 110 is actually stands for 10, right? 110 would just be 10. 10 pieces of candy. We're thinking of candy, plus 8 more, okay, gives us, you don't have to write it in 2 colored markers, you can just use your pencil, I'm doing it to help you understand it, equals 18, okay, and the reason I put the 1 in the red was to show that that stands for not just 1, but actually 110. Which is worth, the value of that is 10. Okay, so you have 10 here, and then the 8 just means 8. 8 ones. Okay, let's try another one. So there's this one here. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on this one. And there's a couple more on the next 2 pages. So the same thing that I did, I want you to do. You don't have to use 2 colored markers. You can just use your pencil. But you want to figure out how many 10s you have, how many ones, how much that is worth, right? One bag of 10 pieces of candy means you have 10 pieces of candy, okay? And that's going to give you 18 pieces total. All right, and you can see that this 10, right, shows up right there, and this 8 shows up right there. Okay, so you're going to do this one, and there's a couple more, and then there's a couple more problems. So I'm going to show you how I want you to do this, okay? So I'm going to give you the number. So here, you want to turn to this page where it says 14. All right, it says 14 at the top. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually do it ourselves. So 14, we're going to fill up as many of the 10 frames as we can. So how many 10s can we make from 14? Okay, from 14. So let's see what we can do. Can we fill up one of them? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we did fill up one of them, right? Because we have 10, and then we have How many are going to be left over, do you think? Let's find out. 11, 12, 13. There's 14 left over. Okay? Sorry, there's 4 left over. 4 left over. So, now I could draw it like this. I could also, if I cross these out, draw it like this. This is normally how you would see it, but I could really put them anywhere. Okay? So, again, we have 110, right? One bag of 10 Skittles, or whatever you want to call them, Reese's, or whatever your favorite Reese's Pieces, or whatever your favorite Starbursts, right? And then we have 4 ones, because they don't fill up the bag. There's not enough to fill up a bag and make it 10. So that means we have a total of, in 110, we have a total of 10, right? You can see that. Plus 4 more gives us 14. Okay, and that matches the 14 up here. So there's one for 16, and there's one for 15, and there's one for 17. So you don't have to color them in like this. If you want to, you can, but you can just do circles, okay? And I want you to be thinking, right? Like, I want you to be thinking, okay, so if I have the number 16, how many groups of 10 can I make? How many 10s? Or if you're thinking of candy, how many bags of candy, full bags of candy, can I make if there's 10 pieces of candy in a full bag? All right, and then noticing that this 1 tells you how many 10s there are, and this 4 tells you, which is right here, here's your 10, and this 4 tells you how many are still left over, how many are loose. All right, so we're going to keep working on this tomorrow. Do a good job. All right, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, bye-bye, boys and girls. Great job. I'm proud of you. Be good, be kind, and I'll see you soon.